Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, October 22nd. Oops, October 22nd. And let's see, find myself on my Facebook group page, Facebook page. It says I'm not live. Let me see. There it is. Now it says I'm live. All right, there we are. So, hi Tammy, how are you doing, my partner in crime? I loved your card today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see a really cute card using the pumpkin pattern off of the Iconic Celebrations Designer Series paper, then you need to check out Tammy's her video from today. I have to move this. It's funny, all of a sudden my camera is getting everything like zoomed out and I don't know why. All right, there we go. Because the last thing you need to do is see my legs. But anyway, so welcome. It is 4 o'clock on the dot, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to move this a little bit this way. Let's see if that works. There we go. I had it all set up and now it's like all crooked. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our choice for today's Teach It Tuesday is the Iconic Celebrations DSP. And this is the DSP pattern that she used, which, excellent, such a cute card. I'm going to have to case it. I love the cards. And this, you will be able to find a link to her video. Hi, Patty. You'll be able to find a link to her video on tomorrow on my blog. And you can check out the card she made. It was so cute. What's fun about this Designer Series paper is this is Iconic Celebrations. It literally celebrates everything. We've got Christmas. We've got more Christmas. We've got New Year's. There's some Valentine in here. There's a little more Christmas. Let's see. There's Peace Little Doves. Love those. Some blue and paper stars. These are great for birthdays. I know there's some Valentines in here. I'm pretty sure there's Valentines in there. The other side, there's snowflakes. There's candles. Check out those candles. I don't know what kind of berries those are. Maybe there aren't Valentines in here. Maybe there would. Oh, there it is. I knew I saw it. There's some Valentines there too. So it's got some great DSP, great patterns for so many different celebrations. So we're going to use that. And I'm going to be using the acorn today. And I'm also going to be using, because I have the bundle, I'm going to be using the stamp Grateful from this stamp set, as well as the leaves. And I'm going to use the leaf die as well from this. Let's go ahead and get started. Hey, Kathy, welcome. So I hope everybody's enjoying their fall weather. I know we're finally having some wonderful fall weather, and I'm loving every minute. The windows are open constantly. Yay! Which is how I like. I love that kind of weather. This is the card we're going to be making today. We're using Designer Series paper, the Iconic Celebrations, along with Basic Beige and Mossy Meadow. And the funny thing is I've not used Basic Beige much, but this works out really well with this card. It's a great neutral, but it's not as bright as Very Vanilla. At least that's my opinion. So let's go ahead and get started. Oop, I just dropped the piece of paper. Where'd it go? Oh my goodness. I'll have to find more Basic Beige. I just dropped my piece of paper that I'm supposed to do my leaf stamp and die cut on it. So let's go ahead and get started. Our card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 in the middle and folded over to give us our basic standard card. And then you're using it more than you thought you would. You know, I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit more. I haven't used as much as I thought I might, but I like it. It's something I have to warm up to. And then, oh, I forgot to show you, in the spirit of Love It, Chop It from Kylie Bertucci, one of our demonstrators out of Australia. I'm actually using some of the paper as a background on the inside of our card too. So let's go ahead and put that together first. So here is the inside of our card, and this is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. It's what we usually do if we're, you know, usually it's like a white or a very vanilla, a neutral color that you put on the inside of a card. But we're going to use that, and then I cut down another piece of basic beige, and this is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, so that we have a nice little border of our fun leaf pattern with Cajun Craze as the main color. And we're going to go ahead and stamp, and I am using a couple of other stamp sets as well, because the iconic imagery doesn't have an actual thank you, it just says grateful. I wanted a thank you, so I'm pulling the thank you from our changing leaves. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that in, let me find it, in, I think I did it in Cajun Craze. So we're going to go ahead and do thank you in Cajun Craze on our basic beige. And go ahead and close this. And let's see, let's straighten that out so I don't do it. And then we'll go right about there. Perfect. I actually love Cajun Craze on the basic beige. It's so pretty. So let's go ahead and attach this. We're going to use a little bit of glue. I just sort of go with whatever I grab that's closest to me. But if you do use the glue, try not to use too much so that it doesn't cause the DSP to warp a little bit. I try and remember what I used to tell my first graders, just a dot, not a lot. So there's the inside of our card. Let's go ahead. I love this pattern too. That Mossy Meadow is really pretty. I like the stripes. But I really like the leaves and how it's going to tie into the leaves we're going to have on the front of the card along with our acorns. So let's go ahead and put this in the center. So we have a nice little border of basic beige, which is the card base. Then we have our Cajun Craze with the leaves, and then we've got our sentiment typed on basic beige again. So we'll go ahead and set that off to the side. And let's see, let's go ahead and put the front of our card together. This is going to be really simple. I found this sketch. It's called Mojo Sketch 529, and I believe it's called Poetic Artistry is the website, I believe. And I found a couple of their sketches, and I've really come to like them. So anyway, our card base is, of course, we know 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So I wanted to go ahead and give the Mossy Meadow as our background, and I thought what would be perfect is the Timber 3D embossing folder, so you have that timber look since we're working with acorns. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down on the top of our basic beige. And so let's go ahead with a little glue. And I'm going to use the embossed side up, so I'm putting the glue on the debossed side. Make sure I get it up in the corners, because I did notice, and sometimes this happens, is, at least it's happened for me with the Timber 3D, is it does cause the paper to sort of curve, or not warp, but it definitely gives it a little more curve. It doesn't lay as flat as some embossing folders. So I want to give it a decent amount of glue, but not too much, so that it stays down. All right, we're going to center this. And it's hard to look without seeing. You can see how it curved right here. I want to be able to look without putting my head in there. And we're going to flatten it down. And by putting that glue to the edge, it allows me to flatten it down and stay correct. Oh my goodness, I knew I forgot something. Let's pick this up real quick before the glue. Oh, it's already done. All right. Jenny. All right, so we're going to go a little off script here, because I get so excited to glue things down, and so often I don't use a lot of ribbon that I forgot to put my ribbon on there. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to attach my ribbon rather than going around the side. I'm going to attach it, and then I'm going to use some my fancy ribbon cutter scissors to try and cut along the edge. But I think that's gonna, I wonder if I can tuck it in here a little bit. I don't know. Oh, I might be able to tuck it in there a little bit. So let's go ahead and see if we can pull this away a little bit. Boys and girls, try not to do this at home. Cut the ribbon. If you think I should cut the ribbon, I'm afraid it's gonna fray. Let's go ahead and try it. We're gonna just go ahead and put that here, and we'll use some glue dots to put it down. And I think my daughter just walked in from school. So we're going to put a piece of a glue dot there, a glue dot right about there, and another one right about there. Hopefully that's right enough. Let's see. That looks like it could be. So we're going to go ahead and put it down. I'm going to use my fancy ribbon cutters and just cut right there. Yep, that seemed to work. It's not going to fray. But what I am going to do is I think I'm going to put another glue dot right down there. I'm going to use my take a pick tool to adhere it a little bit better so it doesn't lift up off. So we got our glue dot here, and we're going to, yep, we're going to have to put that down right there. And there we go. So there's our ribbon. And then we'll go ahead. Oh my goodness. Okay, folks. All right. Well, we're going to wing it because if you notice on the original, I put the ribbon over. I wonder if we might be able to still pull it. Oh, we can. Carefully, carefully, carefully. Don't try this at home, folks. Isn't that what they say when you're doing a stunt? Because I accidentally I didn't put my paper down. All right, so the first piece of paper is the B side of our acorn, and it's really pretty. It's Cajun Craze, and I believe that's like a very vanilla polka dot. And this piece of DSP is 2 inches by 4.5 inches. So we're just gonna go ahead and try it without the ribbon. Might be fine too. It could be fine. We'll go ahead and see how it goes without the ribbon, Patty. I like that suggestion. I'm one of those people that have a hard time going outside the box, but we're gonna try it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go just a little bit down, like about 1/4 inch down from the top. We'll put that down, that's straight. And then we're gonna go ahead, and here's the acorn side, and this one is 1 3/4 by 3.5, and we're gonna pop it up so you have about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch down below, and probably about halfway in from the left. So let's go ahead and glue this on. I don't know where my mind's at right now. I don't know why I'm missing all of these. I almost need to write out the steps very elementary like I would for my first graders many years ago. All right, let's go ahead and put this down right there. All right, and you know what? I think we are going to try it without the stamp. Let's try it out without the stamp. I do need to get another piece of basic beige though, because my first one, it fell and I don't know where it's at. So let's go ahead, and now we're gonna do, I have a basic beige cut square, 2-inch square cut with the, you like it without the ribbon too? Okay, cool. I cut it with the stylish shape, and it's the middle square, the 2-inch square. So we're gonna take that and we're gonna use our Cajun Craze and the Grateful stamp from the Iconic Imagery stamp set, and we're going to center it on there. All right, and there we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our Mossy Meadow and the 2 leaves, because it's a 2-step stamp set for some of the images, and we have the solid, and then we also have the outline. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp off. Sometimes they call it second generation stamping, and I'm going to put the leaf on there. So I'm going to the solid part first, and I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to give, that way gives us the mossy meadow, but it's a little bit lighter. I'm going to do that twice on here. Let's see, let's go right here. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the outline, but we're not going to stamp off the time so that we have the darker one. And I'm going to have to move this so I can try and stamp it. Oh, perfect. Oh my goodness. That worked out good. And then we're going to go ahead and do that as well. And I love how it looks with the 2 steps on there. It is pretty on the basic beige. I really like it. I don't want to put this away yet because I realize I need to cut. Let me get a pair of my paper snips. Actually, I'm going to use it cuts like butter paper scissors, and cut a small scrap so that we can do, again, we're going to do the stamp off and stamp, and then we're going to stamp the outline on our leaf. And watch. Oh, perfect. And we're going to die cut this out. So let me get the die out of, and get my mini cut and emboss. And we'll go ahead and put this on like here. And my Post-it note. Let's go ahead and cut this. It'll be nice to see what this looks like without the ribbon. All right. All right. So there is our die cut. I don't know, I guess it's an acorn leaf and for the tree. All right, so we're going to do that, and we're going to tuck it. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And we're going to tuck it right here. And then we're going to use our Stampin' Dimensionals. Or actually, I think I'll go ahead and go with one of my adhesive foam sheets because that's bigger. I'm also trying to use up my Stampin' Dimensionals because I've got so many of them. I bought a lot before I discovered from Patty all about Stampin' foam sheets, or the foam sheets. All right, let's go ahead and put this on here in the middle. And we'll go ahead, put this up right about there. You know what this could almost use, because we don't have, that's not straight. It's not straight. All right, there we go. That's straight. All right, what we can do, what might look really nice, is if I cut another piece of, let's add another, another leaf to this. So get my Mossy Meadow ink that I put over here. And let's go ahead and stamp another leaf, and we'll put another leaf maybe down here at the bottom. All right. And I don't use dimensionals as much anymore, but I'm going to use them a lot with my class this weekend so that I can sort of get rid of them. All right, let's go ahead and cut this one out one more time. We'll cut out this leaf, one last leaf. And, oh my goodness, I can't believe that November is right around the corner. I mean, a week from Friday is November 1st already. This month has gone by way too fast. So, all right. We're going to put it right into there. I think that's going to look really nice. So let's go ahead and put a little glue on it, and we'll tuck it under there. You guys see that? All right. And I think I'm going to get my tweezers. I'll put that under there. And let's twist it. Oh, there we go. So there we go. There is, you know, it looks nice without the ribbon, but I think the ribbon adds a nice little a separation. It gives it some division. But you let me know which one you like. The one that we came up with today, because I forgot to tuck the ribbon underneath, or the original. But this is such a pretty paper. I haven't played with it enough. I need to play with it more. So anyway, that is my my Iconic Celebrations thank you with the Thanksgiving autumn theme thank you card that would be perfect to share with anybody that you might be doing something with or is hosting Thanksgiving. You like it without the ribbon. Oh, a linen thread bow. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Let me dig. Hold on. Where's my linen thread? I have it here. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. Oh, here. I think this is it. This. Yes, let's try a linen thread bow. We're going to cut it really big. And Tammy, what was this? That we pull it like this, it straight. Oh, it does. Look at that. It takes out the. So if your linen thread or anything, ribbon has a curly to it and you can't get it straight out, all you have to do is pull it taut and it seems to straighten out. All right, I saw this. Let's see if I can do this. I saw this where you wrap it around a couple times and then you cut it. And it makes, like somebody was saying, a lasso. I think it was, I can't remember who it was that said that. I think it was Connie Sweet from Simply Simple Stamping. And then you make another lasso like this. Let's see if I can do it. And you put this through like so. And then you pull this, tuck it under. Oops. Oh, it's almost. Okay, there we go. There's our lasso. Okay, folks, this is why we don't do live bows and ribbons. But there we go. I think I got it. Do that. Okay, there we go. And now we've got, I didn't pull it too hard so I can adjust it. Oh, Patty, I love this suggestion that you gave. Look at that. Look at that great bow with the linen. I'm going to go ahead and get a glue dot. Where'd my glue dots go? There they are. Connie Stewart. Yes, Connie Stewart. And my, go ahead and, for a small thin ribbon like this or linen thread, I go ahead and sort of wrap my glue dot on to my take a pick tool and I put it on the back and I pull off with my finger and we're going to go ahead and, what do you think? Top, bottom, ooh, yes, I like the bottom. I'm going to put it there and then we're going to cut off all the extra. Patty, excellent idea on the linen thread. I think I'm going to have to buy more of this. I love this linen thread. There we go. Oh my goodness. All right, so if you're watching a replay, I would love to know which one is your favorite. The one with the basic beige ribbon or the one with the linen thread bow that we have, double bow that we have. So I don't know. Which one's your favorite? I'm not crooked, I'm crooked. So I would love to know which one is your favorite. Go ahead and put it in the comments or hashtag replay. And Tammy, you like the linen thread? You know what? I really do too. You know what would look really pretty is if the linen thread was even wrapped like the ribbon is. If the linen thread was wrapped and then the bow was off to the side or even right here. That would look really pretty. I'm going to have to play around a little bit tonight. So anyway, well, thank you so much for joining me. You will find this replay along with all of the important details and measurements on my blog, www.stampinwithjen.com. That's Stampin with 2 N's and Jen with 2 N's. And also, no, I do not have the faux glass dots. I've sort of reeled in my purchase of embellishments, although it doesn't look like it, because I always end up with so many more that end up being retired and I don't use them often enough. But yes, those would look really pretty. You like them both, Kathy. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. You can come back to my website tomorrow and find all the important information for making this card, making both cards. And I would love to have you join us again next week on Teach It Tuesday. Also on my link in my blog, sorry, I'm sort of scattered brain right now. You can find also a link to Tammy's video and watch what she does with the pumpkins. Really cute card. And also, I guess that's about it. Oh, next week, Tammy, we are doing, if I remember correctly, we're doing Christmas cards. You're doing traditional colors and I'm doing non-traditional colors. And so that's going to be a fun one to watch. So join us next week, Teach It Tuesday for Christmas cards. Have a great week. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye, everybody.